প্রবাস কণ্ঠে সুস্বাগতম। প্রবাস কণ্ঠে আজকের আয়োজনে আপনাদের মুখোমুখি হয়েছেন আগামী 28শে মার্চ অনুষ্ঠিতব্য নিউ সাউথ ওয়েলস লেকেম্বা ইলেকটোরেটে বর্তমান ক্ষমতাসীন লিবারেল পার্টির ক্যান্ডিডেট রশিদ ভুইয়ান।
In 2002, I've realized that I wanted to do something for myself. So I started my own business. The business sense was I always love eating out. So then I looked at a seafood restaurant. So I took over a restaurant called Costa Esmeralda Seafood Restaurant. The Restaurant and Catering Association in 2006, that restaurant was New South Wales #1 family restaurant. I got awarded for. So it was a proud moment for me, and then I got to meet a lot of business person, and most of those people were liberal. So then I got involved in Ross Cameron, the campaign. So fundraising has to happen in Costa Esmeralda. I wanted to improve my own as a Bangladeshi community. So most of the community live in this area. So we had a meeting, then a few meetings, and then they were sort of said, well, you come here and start joining Liberal Party and all that. I was living here, the day one that I came here, I was living in 6/6 Fairmont District, Lakemba. That was my life, it started from there. Since then, I lived around the area, Greenacre. Finally, I'm settled at Greenacre now. If you have a vision that you don't overpromise and underdeliver, then anyone will respect you. If you want to improve the businesses, you need to create now. Australia started to implement this strategy probably. I would say about 15-20 years ago. Outdoor dining, more people sitting outside, like a whole community living outside and outdoor, sort of dinner or lunch. So this area need to adapt those. Sort of a strategy. So in Lakemba, Punch Bowl, if you look at Wiley Park, what do you see? Just a blend, like some shops, street shops, very narrow footpath, traffic congestions, all that. So if we, and then other thing that you have to provide securities, proper appropriate security, police presence, lighting, These are the main issues that facing Lakemba, Wiley Park, Punch Bowl. If we are re-elected, these are the concerns. The first thing should be on the table, that how we can improve, like parking facilities. Can we do some multi-story car park? Can we do one-way street, and have more, larger footpath, So all this study has to undertaken, like for business to grow. And if the business grow, automatically local employment will improve, transport system will improve, lighting, security, all this improves. A lot of businesses has concern about the security issues, so that more police presence need to be on the street. So, and also this government has promised to allocate more polices for this area also. So this is not one of the promises that people or a politician do. This is already an agenda that should be implemented.
আমি আসলে যখন 10 বছর আগে লাকেম্বাতে আসছি, তখন আমি কাজে যেতাম, সকালে বিকেলে আসতাম, সবসময় বেশিরভাগ সময়ে ছিনতাই এবং বিভিন্ন হ্যারাসমেন্টের কবলে পড়েছি। কিন্তু এটা দিন দিন আরও ওর্স হয়েছে, এবং ল অ্যান্ড অর্ডার আমি তেমন একটা ইমপ্লিমেন্ট এখানে পাই নাই।
True, and I've been here for 3 years. I moved out here to fix up my daughter's house. I found it so good, I fixed the house and I'm still here. A couple of areas which I think we need to address in Lakemba is the rubbish in the streets. If we could get some more video surveillance or some definite preventions like they've got in other suburbs, it would be fantastic.
Yes, we have small issues here, it will be there. It's like your home, my home. Not everything is perfect, so we need to sort out and what the resources that we have, if we can utilize that in an efficient way, and still it is manageable. There's a lot of propaganda, by the Labour Party at the moment, that misleading populations, electricity sale off and all that sort of thing. That's not true. We're not selling the electricity at all. What we are doing is subleasing those poles and the wire, and so we can get $20 billion in advance. We can use that money to do improve the infrastructure. So my dream is it's like dress up the area, cosmetic part of it, improve it, looks good, people come in, My dream is to create an environment that where where all socially equal. The government is in power and they will come back, and the Mike Bear team will come back. So if the people are voting to the right person, I know especially liberal candidate, they will have access direct to the ministers, including premier. Keeping them in opposition, it is hard, as you know, to do a lot of improvement and a lot of work in the area, and that's why last 28 or 30, 50 years, this area has been neglected. Completely this electorate is neglected, because when Labour come in power, because they think it's a safe seat, they don't have to do anything. And when Liberal comes in power, Labour parliament member doesn't have any interest to do any improvement. So I will urge the people or the electorate, everyone to consider, give us one chance in this area.
As a বাংলাদেশি কমিউনিটি অথবা আমি অ্যাজ এ ব্যবসায়ী হিসেবে বলবো এই লোকাল কমিউনিটির, যে আমাদের মধ্যে এমন কেউ আসুক যারা আমাদেরকে লুক আফটার করবে, আমাদের ভয়েস বুঝবে, আমাদের সমস্যাগুলো লুক আফটার করবে।
My approach is what you see, what you get, and that will be also my political view and approach to the, if I am elected, I will have the same approach, that what I can do, I'll go and run for and get things done. My counterpart, the question that was raised, that he also got no experience as a parliamentarian. So if he doesn't possess any experience, he was an employee, the government employee running in a school, so he doesn't know what the business and how the business runs. I'm confident that Bangladesh community will back me up. I'm getting all the feedback from the community. I represent a larger community after Middle Eastern community in here, and also a lot of Middle Eastern friends, they want to change. So obviously I'm hopeful that total combined, I have a more positive view for the election result.
Liberal, of course. Yeah, I didn't think that should be a question.
This interview was sponsored by Muhammad Abedin, your rentals and sales expert.